it's Sam. So today I'm going to be doing my current favorites, current obsessions, just things I've been loving. I have some skincare, I have some beauty, I have some hair, I have body, lots of stuff. So I'm going to start off with like hair and body and skincare. So as far as hair goes, I actually picked this up from TJ Maxx, which I never buy dry shampoo from TJ Maxx, but I just liked the look of the bottle of this, so I was like, no, I'll give it a go. It was only $5.99, which is great because the one I usually use is like, I think 17 or something. This is the Pearlessence dry shampoo in Blooming Jasmine. What a lovely surprise this was. For $5.99, you cannot beat it. It smells really yummy. It does a great job. It doesn't leave a huge amount of like white kind of residue, so it's quite nice because if you aren't like platinum blonde but you're still blonde, it kind of, you know, it makes your hair look nice and clean without leaving that like super powdery residue. So I really liked this. I think it was actually quite impressive, especially for $6. I have been trying out so many different self-tanners for you guys. I did the St. Moritz. That was really nice. It was a little bit more subtle, a little bit more natural looking. I like something just a little bit darker. So I love this so much. This is the Cocoa Brown by Marissa Carter Dark Shade 1 Hour Tan Express. This is just such a great tan. I love it so much. What I've been doing is using the Loving Tan Gradual Self Tanner in the meantime, like a few days after putting this on. I use the Gradual Tanner to kind of keep the tan up, and then it makes it so that you don't have to like do the full-on tan as often. Also, the Naked Skin tanning water is awesome. It's currently packed from spring break. I haven't even unpacked yet, you guys. It's a disaster. And that's really nice as well, but it gets pretty dark, so it's pretty intense, and I did get a couple of like little boo-boos around the ankles and everything. But as far as the Cocoa Brown, this is effortless. You cannot really mess this up. It looks really good around the ankles, really good on the hands, really good on the wrists. It's just a really nice, good foam, like mousse, whatever it is, mousse. It's a mousse, and it's just awesome. I love this. And then as far as a body oil, whenever the temperatures get warmer and I start wearing less clothing, then I always pull out my oil. This is the Elemis Frangipani Manoi body oil. I'm obsessed with this oil. I've talked about this so many times in the past, and I feel like I'm like really far away right now. This is just so nice. It smells like just a beautiful sweet garden. It's such a nice oil because it's not super duper thick, so you can get dressed afterwards and you don't feel like all sticky and tacky. And the smell of it is just so nice, and it just makes your skin look like glowy without feeling greasy, so I love that one. So this is the Glam Glow Super Serum. I actually got this in my BoxyCharm skincare box, and I love this. I've been using it ever since I got that box, so it's probably been 3 weeks? 4 weeks? I don't know, it's been a while. Because I did the box, I put it up a lot longer after I actually got the box. I started using this like right when I got the box, so I think it's been a while now. But I really, really like this. It is a little harsh. You can feel it stinging a little bit. So if you're really sensitive and you don't like that, you probably wouldn't like this, but if you're not too bothered by that, I mean, I've used so many products in my life that like have stung my face. It doesn't bother me, and it's only like right after I've exfoliated, or like if I've done something that's a little bit harsher on my face as far as like a mask or an exfoliation or anything like that, then I'm like, ooh, a little bit of stinging, but then it goes away really quickly. But this has lactic, pyruvic, tartaric, mandelic, glycolic, and salicylic acid, and I feel like it just does such a good job of just making my skin really glow and just look like super nice. My moisturizer, I've been absolutely loving this. This is the Clinique ID Dramatically Different Oil Control Gel, but it's like with the little insert. So this is like a serum for pore and texture, and then I put it inside of the moisturizer, so you get like a 2-for-1. And this is for oily, combination oily to oily skin, and I just love this moisturizer. It's super gentle. It really helps to control my oil, and it feels very lightweight. It's really nice, but then it's also really cool that you can add that serum in, because then you're doing like a serum as well as your moisturizer, so I love that. And I do serums as well, but I just feel like I'm getting extra stuff with this, so I like that, and it's not super expensive. As far as my perfumes that I have been using, there have been 3 that I've been loving. So this one is the Fleur Musk Narciso Rodriguez for her. This one kind of smells a little bit more floral, kind of has a little bit of rose, kind of a bit of like a musk or like a powder. I don't know, it smells a little powdery. It sounds gross when I'm saying it, but it's just really nice. It's like a really floral, it's quite mature, but it's not like old, if you know what I mean. It's just quite sophisticated, but I love the bottle and I really do like it whenever I wear it. Jay always says he likes the way I smell, so it must be something that he likes. But it is very kind of like rosy and floral. It's really nice. It's not for everyone though. I feel like there are some people that would be like, don't like that. My sister, for example, would hate that perfume. She likes really sweet scents like Britney Spears Fantasy. And then the other one I've been wearing is the Kate Spade Live Colorfully. Oh, that one is amazing. So this one is another floral, but it's slightly more tropical, kind of coconutty, beachy. This one is more like a rose garden in England, and this one is more like you're in Hawaii walking through a flower garden. So I love that one. And then the other one that I don't have the full size of, I really want to get it. I'm adding it to my list of perfumes to want. This is the by Rosie Jane, and the scent is James. It's so tiny you can't even see it. I got a little sample from Sephora. So this one is another floral. It smells so amazing. I actually am wearing it today. Oh, I don't know what that scent is, but it's so good. It's like, I gotta look up the notes. I don't know what the note is, you guys. It's just so, it's intoxicating. That is the word for it. It's like you all of a sudden feel like you're just in a magical land of like fairies floating around and like little flowers, cherry blossoms. It's, I don't know what it is. Let me just look up the notes because I can explain it to you all day long and you're like, I don't even know what she's talking about right now. Fig, amber, and gardenia. So the gardenia really, really like pops. I mean, you can really smell that, and that's where you get that floral. I can't really smell the amber. Maybe that it's the fig that I'm smelling as well. Oh no, it's only $65. Why was I thinking it was more? I must have looked up something else and been like, ooh, that's kind of a lot. 65 bucks. It's not bad at all. And it's a very simple packaging. I mean, it's just like super basic, but oh, the scent of it is amazing. I really want to smell the other scents that they have because if they're anything like that, they're gonna be good. My little fan, I got this because of Jaclyn Hill featured it in her favorites, and then I did that video about I bought Jaclyn Hill's favorites and here's what I thought. This thing is so good, you guys. I love it. It is such a great little fan. It's just like super, oh, the sun is blasting me again, isn't it? Hold on, let me close my blinds. Doesn't the sun know I'm trying to film here? How's that? Is that better? Can you see me? It's so great when you spray your setting spray and then you just quickly fan over. It dries it so much quicker. And then as far as the setting spray goes, now I'm actually all out of mine. So I put water in here because I was like, oh, maybe if I put water, it'll have a little drop of, it didn't work. Don't do that. This is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist, 24 Gold Infused Hydrate and Prime and Set. So surprisingly, I am not a Rouge member. I'm a VIB, so I had to wait until May 2nd to place my order for another one because I was like, I'm gonna get myself some 15% off. So I am definitely reordering this one. I mean, this is such a good setting mist. It gives you the Jaclyn Hill glow, and I actually bought this from her recommendation as well, and I'm obsessed. It's so beautiful. It's just so good, and I just love it. Like, I just can't say enough things about this. If you are super oily, go light because it definitely does give you a glow. But it's like a good glow. So I love this one, and it smells really yummy. It smells like orange water. It's just delicious. And then as far as foundations go, I have had a few. So there's a few that I love. I've been mixing these two together. So this is the Tarte Foundsealer Multitasking Foundation with SPF 20. Alone, this makes me so oily. Like, even with this, I'm still super oily, but it has such a beautiful skin-like finish, and it has that SPF 20, so I feel like when I wear it and I'm gonna be outside, I have a hair tickling me right now. Oh, it's so annoying. Where is it? It's like on my lips. Oh no, there it is. It must be over here. Aha, got it. I just feel like it gives me a little extra sun protection on top of the sunscreen that I wear. But like I said, alone, it can be pretty oily. So I like to mix it equal parts with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. Technically, I do a little bit more of this than I do of this. And this is in the color 2W2. That's what I'm wearing right now. And so if you see any of my videos where my skin just looks really glowy, it's probably because I'm wearing this foundation. I have worn it alone and it looks absolutely beautiful at first, but like midday, I'm like, whoa, you need to go blot yourself. You are greasy. So if you mix it with the Double Wear or any kind of like more mattifying foundation, you'll feel, or if you have oily skin, you will definitely get a little bit more oil control out of it, because alone it's not the greatest. But if you have dry skin, you are gonna love this. If you're looking for just a really skin-like, beautiful finish that just gives you a glow, you would love this foundation. It's full coverage. It lasts all day long. It, like I said, it just makes you a little oily if you do naturally have oil in your skin. I'm in the color 42N, and that's when I'm like super self-tanned. This is technically not the color I've been using. I grabbed the wrong one. So I mix this sometimes in with the other one. So normally I'm 330, but then if I'm super self-tanned, like I've just applied a fresh one, then I do the 370. This is the Revlon Color Stay for combination oily. This is an amazing drugstore option. If you guys are on a budget and you want to find something that's just affordable, that is great for oily skin, that lasts all day, that is full coverage, try the Revlon Color Stay. I wear this a lot of the time. I kind of just been switching back and forth depending on like what I'm doing or where I'm going or what my skin's doing. So I love this one if I really want something to just last all day and I don't have to worry about it and I don't have to worry about oil. This one is great. And then I loved this one. So I wore this one a ton on spring break because it has SPF 35, which is like huge in an actual foundation. Most of the time they're like SPF 15 or SPF 20. This one is SPF 35. So that's a really good amount. So this is what I wore every time that I was outside, like at the beach or like outside at the park or something like that. It's the Forever 24-Hour Wear High Perfection Skin Caring Foundation with Sunscreen, and it's by Dior, and I'm pretty sure I got the matte one. And this is a beautiful foundation. It lasted really well, was beautiful on the skin. It looked really pretty, like even though, I mean, we were outside and it was warm, like I don't feel like I got overly oily. So I definitely want to repurchase like a big size of this because now this one is gone. The 4N was a little bit red. It's kind of peachy on me. So I wouldn't get the 4N again. However, I made it work with like concealer and powder and my contour. But I think I'd probably try and find something that was like a little bit less. It was just like really reddish. So I think I need to find either like a 3 or a 3.5 or maybe something that's like a little bit less warm. I don't know. It was just like really peach or like really red or something. So 4N is a bit of a tricky color. And as far as like cheeks and contour, this I've been loving. I just absolutely love it. Number one, the packaging is beautiful. It's the Too Faced Natural Lust Bronzer. It's a satin dual tone bronzer. It has that peacock on the front. And then it has even peacock inside. So I use this dark one all over my face to contour, and then I mix both of these together to put it like all over my chest to just kind of give me that really pretty like even kind of skin color and glow. And I just love it. It hasn't broken me out so far, and I have been using it now for a good few weeks. So far so good. And then the blush that I've been loving is this one. This is the Lottie London Blush Crush. This is pretty affordable. This is in the color Drake. I'm obsessed, you guys. I've had this for quite a long time now. It's been probably over a month, I'm guessing. I mean, you can see I've put a pretty good dent in there. Like, yeah, you can see I've used quite a lot of it. But this is what I wear every single day. I love it. I haven't used another blush since I've gotten this, just because it's such a pretty color. It does have a little bit of a sheen in there, so it really adds a pretty glow to your cheeks. It's the perfect peachy pinky color. I love it. I'm obsessed. And then as far as the highlight goes, I have been wearing this also every single day, unless I'm not wearing makeup. Since I saw the Jaclyn Hill video, she recommended the Cheek Leaders Mini Bronze Squad by Benefit, and she had the highlight on, and I haven't even touched, I mean, I have touched the blush, but I still wasn't that impressed. The highlight is the only thing I use in the whole entire palette. It is just so good. It's like this amazing, I mean, look at that. It's just so beautiful. And I have it on my face. I wear it every single day. So every video that you're like, what's she wearing on her face? I'm always wearing this. It is just beaming. It just glows. It melts into the skin. It is icy, but it's not too icy to where you look like an ice queen. Like, it really just highlights so beautifully, but it melts into the skin. It's not thick. It doesn't enhance your pores or any kind of texture on your skin. It's really so beautiful. So yes, this, you need to get that. It's amazing. Oh, I forgot my powder. So I've been loving the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Butter from Fenty Beauty. Love this. It's so good if you're oily. This is what I use to set my whole face, and then I go back in with my Giorgio Armani just to add a little bit of like, I don't know. I just feel like I have to do that. But this is such a great powder. I've also been using the lavender one underneath my eyes, but then I noticed that my eyes were starting to get a little dry after using it for such a long time, because I've been using it now for a good few weeks. And I kept on feeling like my eyes were just looking really dry and crepey. And so I was like, I wonder if the powder is drying out my under eye, because it is such a great powder for like oily skin, but like my under eyes aren't very oily. It's like the one spot on my face it's just normal, but I just felt like they were looking a little dry. So I stopped using the lavender under my eye for the last like few times that I've done my makeup. And I've noticed that they're not looking quite as dry and sad under there. So I think if you are someone who is dry underneath your eye, I wouldn't go with the lavender underneath your eyeball to set, because it really does seem to dry out your under eye skin. If you're oily under there, then you're good. But I felt like it was just making my under eye look a little bit dry over time. And it didn't happen at first. It was really lovely at first, but then as I kept using it, I was just like, what is wrong with my under eyes? Like, I'm using eye cream, I don't get it. And I think that's what it was. But if you're oily, this is an amazing powder for setting the rest of your face. It fills in your pores, it fills in your fine lines and wrinkles, it just blurs everything out, and it's so beautiful. So I love that one. And then as far as eyes go, I have an eye palette that I am obsessed with. This is pretty much what I wear every single time. I'm not wearing it today, but for an everyday basis, this is the only palette I packed on my spring break. I wore it every single day. It's amazing. It's the ColourPop Sweet Talk Pressed Powder Palette. It is just, I mean, the packaging is lovely. Like, look at that. It's just so cute. And then the colors are amazing. I mean, if you like pinks, if you like warms, if you like glitter, if you like a bit of shimmer in your life, you are gonna love this palette. It's so good. I am just obsessed. So basically every video that you've seen over the last few weeks is I'm probably wearing this. Chances are, if it's glittery, if it's glowy, if it's neutral, it's this. I love it, and it's not very expensive, and it's just such a great palette. They blend out so nicely. It's just great for everyday spring summer makeup. I'll be living on this. And then these are also super amazing. I love these. If you're wanting to add like a little touch of like glow or like, ooh, a little sparkle in your life, these are the ColourPop Jelly Much Shadow. These are new, and it's the Jelly Much Shadow. It's called Close to You, and they're just these like little, the only thing is that the actual packaging is a bit of a pain when you have nails, because you have to lift up this little blob thing. Otherwise they'll dry out, which, you know, it happens. It's one of those things that you kind of got to do what you got to do. It's just a little bit annoying to have to do, but these are amazing. So this one is called Close to You, and it's like well, it's so hard to tell because they're so glowy, but can you see? It's like a really soft pink with like little golden kind of purple specks, and they're just really beautiful. You just apply them with your finger, and I just put them like on the lid. Like, I'll do my crease color and then I'll just put this on the lid, and it's just super easy. They're just so beautiful. This one is called Whistling Pixie, and this, like I said, it's a bit of a mess to use when you're like, because you have to set it all down and all that. But that one is just like a really pretty copper, but again, really sparkly, kind of got little gold like shimmers in there. But they really are pretty, and they last really well on the eyes. And then these two ones are my favorite. These are the ones I've been wearing the most. This is like mermaid scales. Oh, I just love it. It's like literally like a mermaid tail. This one is called Big Ego. Do you guys see this? Oh. It's not gonna show. There we go. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's like this purpley. It's like a shift. It's holographic. It's got a green shift, and then it looks like a mermaid scale, and then it looks like a peacock, and it's just like amazing. So that's awesome. If you put like a kind of really nice warm chocolatey brown on your crease and then put this on your lid, it's delish. Super delish. And then we have a Late Bloomer. So this one is more like a brown blue pigment from MAC. I'll just put this one here. So again, it has that shift. So it goes kind of reddish, but then it goes to kind of like a bluish, but then there's like a kind of brownish kind of clay color. They're so good. But they're so sparkly, and they last so well. They're just divine. That's what they are. They're just divine. I love them. We have another eyeshadow palette. This is fairly new. This is by Sunshine Brit. She's actually one of my subscribers, and she asked me if she could send me a palette. The packaging is super beautiful. It's really professional. I mean, it just looks so lovely. It actually reminded me very much of the Jaclyn Hill palette, but it is cruelty free. It's just like really beautiful. And this, her Instagram name is The Sunshine Brit. And so this one is the winter palette, and it has some really beautiful, I mean, it's got a good size mirror. It has some really beautiful colors in it. So I have just recently got this, so I've just been playing with it. But I'm wearing it today and I love it. So today I have on this color called Diva, which is in my crease. Then I have Amber all over my lid, kind of trying to like make it a little bit smokier. And then I put the Sparkle right in my inner corner, and then I put Ice Queen right on my center lid, and then I put Ice Queen in my inner corner. And I just love the way it turned out. They're really pigmented. They blend out really nicely. They are just a really quality product. And I'll kind of swatch some of these for you so that you can see. Like, look at those. All of them are really nicely pigmented. They are just really beautiful shades. The mattes are really nice and creamy and buttery. The shimmeries are really nice and pigmented. Like, it's really just a beautiful palette. So there is some more shades. Really beautiful palette. I just love the colors. They have, I mean, they're really nice. Super nice quality. And like I said, this eye look I created with the whole palette. Wow, I feel like I'm gonna ruin this dress. I have seriously so many swatches on me right now. So if you guys haven't followed her already, definitely check her out. I will leave her Instagram down below. It's the Sunshine Brit, and she doesn't know I'm making this video. She just sent it out to me for me to try. So yes, if you like those kind of, I mean, it's a really beautiful, if you like a nice kind of mauvey, kind of purpley browny eye, such a nice palette. So I think that's everything, you guys. Oh no. I have one more thing, two more things. So my purse, I have been using the heck out of this. I used it all spring break. I've been using it now for a good couple of weeks. I love this. This is from what is it called? Hayden by Hayden Harnett. I love it because it kind of has that kind of boho vibe. It's a little bit westerny, but then boho-y. It has like little tassel fringe here. It's got these little studs. It matches with so much of the stuff that I've been wearing. I like it because it's one of those bags that you can wear in the fall, you can wear in the winter, but then you can also wear it in like spring and summer, depending on if you're wearing just like neutral colors. But it's so big. I mean, it fits so much stuff in here. I have so many things in this, you guys, it's ridiculous. So I love this bag. I mean, it really has been so handy and so fabulous. The straps are like a perfect size because you can just throw them on your shoulder, but then you can also carry it like this. But it's really heavy right now, so it has a lot. I also love the fact that it has like this big huge pouch on the back here, which is usually I have one more of my Sarah Miracle chocolates. I love these. This is another favorite. These are the Sarah Miracle Ageless Delight beauty chocolates. I use them up. I'm obsessed. They're so good. They're a beauty chocolate that helps with your fine lines and wrinkles, but they're chocolate. So you can have one a day. I had one left in my pocket. But this is where I usually keep my keys, which is really good. Oh my god, these chocolates are so yummy. And then last but not least, I have my sunglasses. I recently got these from Diff. And they are, I think they're like the Marvel one or something, but they're just like little aviators. I love Diff eyewear because I have an abnormally small head. So I cannot wear Key Australia sunglasses because my head's too small, which is super annoying because they just like literally act like a bug and then they fall off my nose. But these are the only sunglasses so far that I have found that actually stay on my face and don't make me look like a bug. So all of their aviators are amazing. I love their cruise line. They're so good. These ones are fun. So if you're looking for good aviators and you have a small little face and a small little head and a little slopey nose, those are the best ones that I have found because nothing else will stay on my face. If I go like this, whoop, there it goes. Slides right down my nose like a little ski. So there you guys go. I hope you guys like my current favorites. I'm currently like watering at the mouth from that chocolate. It's like, there's like so much spit in my mouth right now. I just need to swallow it. I'm sorry, it's just like super juicy right now. That was such a good chocolate. But yes, there's my current loves, my current obsessions, my current favorites, whatever you want to call it. So many good items. I will link everything down below for you guys. So if there's anything that you see here that you're like, I gotta try that, that sounds good, then definitely check those links out and go have a look at the products yourself. Also, I'm gonna be doing another, because I know so many of you guys loved that idea where I did Jaclyn Hill's favorites and I bought some of her favorites and then I reviewed them for you guys. So I will be doing that very soon. I've been working on some people. I've been kind of keeping my eye. So I'll be doing that one very soon. So keep your eyes out for that. These are my favorites. I hope you guys find this helpful and useful, and hopefully some of you guys will find your new favorites based on my favorites. And we'll all love everything and it'll be so good. So I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.